Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome to your English class. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. So beta, are you people enjoying your monsoon season? Yes, it's a lovely season, but you should be taking some precautions as well while you go out. Beta, we have entered our 7th week successfully and I hope you are learning new things every day. Our today's lesson is of Oxford Discover Unit 7 and the title of the unit is Summing Up Symmetry, Beauty That Works. Interesting topic. So have you heard the word symmetry before? Yes, in your maths, in your science terms. So before starting the lecture, let's set some objectives. So our objectives for today's lesson is that we should be clear that what is a symmetry and what are its different types. So are you people excited to start the lesson? Let's start it. Before starting the lecture, let's think that what is a symmetry and what does a line of symmetry means? Think about it. Yes, you are quite right. Yes, a symmetry is when two parts of a whole are exactly identical. That means when you divide something in two parts, its both parts should be exactly identical. Like our human heart or a simple heart. Can you see? If I divide them into two, it will become identical parts. Similarly with the butterfly as well. If I divide butterfly in two parts, it has exactly identical parts. Something is symmetrical if you can draw a line down it and each side looks the same. This is called the line of symmetry. Can you see a line in between I have drawn the pictures? Yes. These lines are drawn to make the one object into two parts and the line which divides them is called line of symmetry. Is it clear, beta? I hope so. Yes, I know my students, they know all. Okay, now let's come to our main topic today and that is summing up symmetry, beauty that works. The page looks very interesting to me. Can you see two zebras over here? Yes, it has some symmetrical pattern. Let's read this interesting unit.
Page 72. Read. Summing up symmetry. Beauty that works. How do you describe the mirror image of butterfly wings? The perfect striped pattern on a zebra's back, or the spiraling petals of a sunflower? How about, oh, what beautiful symmetry? Everybody knows what symmetry is, or at least they think they do. If you ask people around you, and I urge you to try this experiment, the most likely response will be to give some examples. Your face is symmetrical. Cars are symmetrical, especially if they have two side mirrors. And so are many houses, flowers, and animals. If you ask your math teacher, she will probably add the square, the circle, and the equilateral triangle to the list. But if you press on and ask for a general description of symmetry rather than examples of it, most people will hesitate. Let's take a look at symmetry's different forms before we try to define it. Reflectional symmetry. The left and right sides of your face are similar, but they are not exactly the same. However, we still say that our faces are symmetrical. You can divide a square into identical left and right sides, and there is more than one way to do so. You also can take a circle and cut it into two identical halves in an infinite number of ways. It's easy to check whether two halves of something are the same
by positioning a mirror on the object's dividing line. If they are the same, we have reflectional or mirror symmetry. So your face has mirror symmetry, but only approximately.
So beta, are you clear about this topic? So what is a symmetry? That means when we divide something in two parts and it has identical or equal parts on the both sides. They have given us one type of symmetry, and that is reflectional symmetry. So what is a reflection? Do you remember? Yes, it is a reflection means the return of light or sound waves from a surface, and it can be the production of an image by or as if by a mirror. So what is a reflectional symmetry? That we place a mirror between an object on the line of symmetry and it shows us the symmetrical pattern. That means the two identical shapes. So is it clear? Yes. Now let's move to the next page, page number 73. Are you ready? Let's read it out.
Rotational symmetry. A pinwheel does not have mirror symmetry, yet it is also symmetrical. Its symmetry is called rotational symmetry. You can reproduce a pinwheel from one of its four blades by rotating it in your imagination. Both a circle and a snowflake have rotational symmetry, as well as mirror symmetry.
So beta, what is a rotational symmetry? Yes, when you rotate something, when you move something and then divide it into some parts, it will be having the same equal parts. So it will call rotational symmetry, like a pinwheel and your snowflakes as well. Both of them are example of rotational as well as your reflectional symmetry as well. Because if you place a mirror in between them, it will show you a reflectional symmetry as well. Is it clear? Now let's start our next type of symmetry.
Translational symmetry. We can create extended patterns by simple repetition. Take a simple triangle, for example, and shift it along an imagined axis. This is called translational symmetry. The repetition in one direction can be extended easily in two directions to create patterns that cover a whole surface of a plane. Wallpaper decorations or a tiled floor show such patterns. The Dutch graphic artist M.C. Escher is famous for his intriguing patterns of interlocking fish, birds, and reptiles. Now let's imagine that the repetition is extended into the third dimension of space. Think of a huge office building in which identical offices divide every floor, and every floor is identical with the floor below and above. There are more such structures around us than you may think. Here's one that might not come to mind. Tiny table salt crystals. Each crystal has such an internal arrangement of its constituent elements, sodium and chloride ions. In fact, so do sugar crystals. The value of symmetry.
Okay beta, so what is a translational symmetry? In this, we have repetition of patterns. If you can see over here, there are the form of triangles which are repeated. You can see the repetition of triangles. So this is your translational symmetry. Similarly, if you can see over here, this is the particles of your salt table salt, which consist of chloride and sodium. So you can also see some symmetry. That means they are identical if you cut them into the halves. Is it clear? Now let's read the value of symmetry.
There is no doubt symmetrical shapes and structures have an aesthetic appeal for us. We say they have beautiful symmetry. But the repetitious nature of symmetry makes it both beautiful and practical to scientists and in nature. In new materials design, from super synthetics used in skis for strength and speed, to the huge lightweight lenses that allow telescopes to see deep into space, scientists mimic the economy and high performance of symmetry in nature. Our tallest buildings and strongest bridges also employ symmetry. So look around you. It's a beautiful, functional, symmetrical world.
Okay, beta. So, are you clear about it? Yes, I hope so. So, symmetry is a thing which beautifies the things around us, and it is very useful as well. Okay? Now, let's go to page 74. Are you ready? Grab your pencils and write date and day on the top. Done it? Very good. Now, let's start exercise A. Add classifications from summing up symmetry to organizers. Then categorize the words. You are given some words over here and you have to write in the three forms of symmetry. First one is refractional. Second one was, yes, rotational. And the third one was translational. So put these words into the correct category. Circle. What is it? Very good. It is a reflectional symmetry. Pinwheel. Pinwheel is a very good. You know the answer. It is? Yes, it is rotational. Then your face. Face is again a reflectional symmetry. Shows us, and the wallpaper, it shows us a translational symmetry. Then we have square. Square is again a kind of reflectional symmetry. Snowflakes, yes, it is rotational. And then we have tile floors, and it is translational symmetry. Very good. Now come to exercise B. Circle true and false. We can say that our faces are symmetrical. Is it true or false? Yes, it's true. You can't use a mirror to check for symmetry. It's false. We can. All triangles are symmetrical. Is it true? No, it is false. Why? Only equilateral and isosceles triangles are symmetrical. Number 4. A butterfly is an example of translational symmetry. No, it is reflectional, so its answer will be false. Symmetry helps scientists design new materials. It is true. Very good. And number 6. Symmetry is both beautiful and useful. Yes, it is. So it is true. Now come to exercise C. Look at the words you circle in the article. Match each word to the sentence in which the underlined word has the same meaning. So number 1 is your practical. Yes, it will be matched with E. Number 2, hesitate. It will be matched with, very good, it will be matched with A. So number 3 will be matched with, yes, you can answer. Yes, it will be matched with D. Number 4, constituent. It will be matched with, yes, with number F. The basic parts of water are hydrogen and oxygen. Number 5, experiment. It will be matched with B. Very good. And number 6 will be matched with C. I hope you learned and understood everything. These are your assignments. You have to learn the dictation words and write them neatly in your notebooks. Then you have your word synonyms and your question answers as well. You have to do all this work in your copies. And remember, draw the margin line, write date and day, use marker for headings, use blue color pencil for underlining, cover your notebooks and draw the ending lines. So what we have learned today? We have learned about symmetry and its 3 types. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.